folks. We are here in the GameSpot studios for an exciting demo today. We are going to be showing off some Awesomenauts. And by we, I mean Oliver and Fabian from Ronimo Studios in Holland. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're really excited to have you here.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so
it's great to be here.
Awesomenauts?
Yeah.
Before we jump, we're about to jump right in here, folks, but we want to give you a quick heads up of what this game is all about. So go for it. What do we got?
Awesomenauts is a side-scrolling MOBA, a multiplayer online battle arena game.
Mm-hmm.
So you play with 3 guys versus 3 other guys. Unless other MOBAs, it's platforming though.
Okay.
So
other MOBAs like League of Legends, that's an RTS. This is a platformer, so it's going to look familiar when we jump right in. So let's go ahead and get to the character select screen here, and you guys can introduce us to some of the heroes.
Yeah, we have a couple locked heroes here. As you play more and more, you will unlock more stuff, items, and new characters. But we have 3 characters unlocked already, so I'm gonna go with, let's see, Lone Star. He's a cool guy, he's a cool ranged character. He's a cowboy.
Cowboy with rocket boots.
Exactly, and TNT.
I'll go with Froggy G.
Froggy G.
Froggy G.
Froggy G.
And look at that hair, man.
Ghetto Pimp Frog.
That is a weapon in and of
from
itself.
The 80s.
All right, so you guys are starting up, and you're on the same team.
Yep.
And so it's going to be, because we're playing locally, it's split screen, but it's 3-on-3 meant to be played over, in this case, Xbox Live, but also PSN.
Yep.
Both. It's 3 against 3, so we'll be playing against 3 bots now.
And you're airdropping in, and you're off.
Yeah,
now,
you basically never really have to wait in this game. You can just, if you die, you will get a little drop pod minigame. So instead of waiting, you get something to do.
You get that, and you can collect some currency, which you use to unlock the skills that each of your characters has.
Yep.
So you start off with basic abilities.
Yeah, so jump and shoot. That's the 2 basic stuff in the game. You can buy 2 new abilities during the game.
Yeah. So did one of you guys buy an ability?
Yeah, I bought the dash skill.
I just bought more speed. So.
We're talking on a sort of a gameplay overview. You folks can see the mini map there on the left side with the red base and the blue base, of course, on opposing sides. And these big robots with giant guns are the things you guys have to get through.
Yeah, you kind of have to stay away from them in the beginning of the game and use your little bots that spawn in the base to take all the damage. They're your damage sponges. Like they spawn at the base right here.
Mm-hmm. And so these little red guys, which your opponent seems to be thrashing there on the top screen, they'll get in close and do damage to these big robot walls things?
Yeah, they'll do damage, but you'll have to do most of the damage yourself and let them take most of the hits. Yeah, I think we should team up right now.
Yeah,
let's push the top lane. Let's go for it.
Our teammate's also here, so.
Your teammate who is in a giant hulking mech of some kind.
Yep. And as you progress through the game, you will be able to play him as well. So we have 6 characters in the game right now.
Okay.
And we'll add more through DLC. We already have 2 other characters in the works. So yeah, they're all pretty cool. All really different as well. We've got a jetpacking monkey and a guy with a brain in the fishbowl.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. The hovering eyeballs and brains in a jar. And of course a long classy robe.
Exactly. He's very mysterious. He's our healer character, actually, our support guy.
Let's talk about another element on screen here. On the right, we've got different powers mapped to the different buttons.
Yep. Every character has a jump, a shoot, and 2 skills basically. And that's it.
And we see the cooldown timer just finishing there.
Yeah.
So the skills operate on cooldown.
Exactly. On cooldowns only. We don't have mana or energy or anything. It's just cooldown. It's nice and simple. Mm-hmm. You know, and that creates enough strategy for this kind of gameplay. So it works really well. You can play this in split screen online as well. You can play with up to 3 guys, and you can go into split screen mode and play against random guys on the internet.
How does the screen split up for 3? Just into quarters, and then there's one.
Yeah, one is your minimap. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, teamwork always wins the fight. If you have a team that's divided, versus a team that uses teamwork. Teamwork will always win.
That was a close one.
Pay attention, man.
Funky Frog or
Funky Frog.
Froggy
He's
G.
called Froggy G, yeah. So I already told you, if you progress through the game, you'll unlock more items. And actually we have a feature that if you unlock a couple of items, you'll get the ability to select your loadout for a game.
Okay.
So,
and your loadout isn't, what do you mean by loadout in this case?
so the loadout is what you buy in the shop. So you have 12 items in the shop, but your character actually has 24 items available to him. So you can choose which items you will want to be available to you in the shop. So for instance, right now I have the ability to get an extra stick of dynamite to my dynamite throw ability, and I have the explosion size and some other stuff. But if I chose to, I could change my dynamite into mines, for instance. There's an item that does that.
And so instead of you just tossing it and exploding, you'd toss it, it would lie there until an enemy ran over it.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go pretty far in how you upgrade your skills for your character.
Who are these big old one-eyed demon monsters with like bling? Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, so every level has its own kind of special thing. And this level has this big money monsters. They have this chain around the neck with a coin.
Yep.
And if you kill them, you get 100 coins for the whole team. So everybody gets 100 coins.
Oh, nice. And is that a sizable amount of coins? It seems like a lot.
Yeah, that's like half an upgrade. So
Okay.
it's really good.
So now with 2 turrets down, what remains to seize victory here?
Yeah, you just have to kill the opponent's base to seal the deal.
That's probably pretty easy, right? The base probably isn't that tough.
The base, it's less, it doesn't shoot, but it still can be a difficult task, especially if your opponent has some good defensive characters.
So what makes a good defensive character?
Mines or healing is very good defensively, and yeah, if you get a lot of health, that works really good while defending, because you're pretty close to the health pad. So if you have a lot of health, you can keep going back to the health pad and get extra health. And yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go. Red team carries the day. Victory is yours. Cool, guys. So there's our look at Awesomenauts. Anything else you guys want to mention about about the game before we wrap it up here? I think we gave people a good taste of what they can expect. But I imagine when there's 6 human players in there, it gets even crazier.
It gets crazy. Yeah, I imagine people are going to get maybe a little bit frustrated, maybe a little bit angry at each other. So I'd recommend people to stay nice to each other.
Stay nice to each other. Respect your teammates. Be nice, because otherwise you're just gonna go down that vicious circle. And unfortunately, we've all been on teams like that before.
Exactly.
And it's coming out for Xbox Live Arcade and
PlayStation Network.
Sony Entertainment Network. They
Oh.
call it now.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we still say PlayStation Network. We want people to know what we're talking
Old
about.
school.
Great. Well, Fabian, Oliver, thank you so much for coming by, showing off Awesomenauts. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Cheers. Great. Hope you folks enjoyed it. Awesomenauts.